that's the wrong thing. All right, let's get this show on the road here. Hello, everyone. Welcome. First off, Bad Gal Beach, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. As for everyone and everything else, hello. Welcome to the day late impromptu birthday stream. What's up, Desmo? I thought about a fun little bit where I pretended like this thing that I'm about to play was a mobile game ad, and then I forgot that I don't know how to. There's got to be a way to mess with my capture stuff before I switch to the scene. I just got to look into it. But being able to see it from the jump ruins the bit a little bit. So let's just go ahead and stream the game, change the game information. For those of you who are not Desmode, and I guarantee you it is only me and Desmode who know about this game. This is a game called Perfect Knife. This is a game that is sold on the Nintendo eShop for, I believe, 99 cents. How did I find this game? Well, Desmo and I have this fun little game we like to play where we browse the Nintendo eShop for absolute garbage. Sometimes we find some really fun looking games. We have played some of those games. Sometimes we find just the worst shit imaginable. And sometimes, if we're really, really lucky, we find Perfect Knife. This game does have a Twitch category. It has a single follower. I would not be surprised if I am one of, if not the only people to ever have streamed it. It's for all intents and purposes a mobile game that I paid 99 cents for. Well, not really. I used 99 of the Nintendo Super Fun Bucks. And there's always a new deluxe edition of every garbage game. Yeah, that is something I learned about, that because the Nintendo eShop allows people to self-publish without really talking to Nintendo, the big scumbag thing to do is unpublish your game every week and publish it back onto the store so it goes to the top of the rankings. I just used my hands to talk to you like I'm Italian, then you can't even see them. It's horrid. Anyway, Perfect Knife. I saw it. I had some Nintendo Fun Bucks saved up, and I said, how bad could it be? Well, as you can hear, or rather not hear, there's no game sound whatsoever. Except for this incredibly loud knife sound. Holy shit. No, there's no way to pause the game. So we're gonna have to wait until this one finishes so I can turn it the fuck down. Gotta get that VTuber hand tracking. You're not wrong, Pickles. It's on the list. Okay, so if you've ever seen a mobile game ad, you've probably seen a game like this. The knife throwing, the shooting is automatic. The movement is automatic. The only thing that I can control is whether or not I moved side to side. Okay, let's turn this down before everyone's ears gets annihilated. Okay. I think this is what I want. The problem is, because there's no damn music, I can't test. You know, fuck it, we'll do it live, right? Okay, so, as you can see, I got some coins, and I got some money. Now, I had every single thing unlocked before I started this stream, but for you, because I love you so much, I deleted my save data of Perfect Knife so that we could experience this game from the start together. As you can see, there are cosmetics you can buy. Thank the Lord on high, all of this is in-game currency. There's no microtransactions in Perfect Knife. Make of that what you will. But right now we have our default knife and our default arm. But later on we can get different ones. And hopefully today you'll get to see some of them. We can also upgrade our stats, our throw speed, and our throw distance, and our knife speed. It seems to me like knife speed is the most important thing. Maybe throw speed, but really knife speed. Jesus, that's still kind of loud. All right, hang on a moment. Let's see. it's got you know what the problem is? I'm messing with the wrong thing. This is a hardware thing. So let's turn that down 4 decibels, shall we? See what happens. Lord, that's still loud. That might be my fault, though. I think the capture was a bit better about that. So maybe if I just turn down my headset some, will be better. And I need to click on the correct window. There we go. All right, let's try level 2. Okay, it might still be a little loud. I'm sorry about that. Oh, Lord, that's definitely loud. I'm going to pull up my audio so I can look at it. And I'm messing up horribly because of it. Distance probably isn't what I want. What I probably want is throw speed. So this run's already completely annihilated. Let's see if we can do better. Okay. I think I've got it at a more acceptable level. Okay, so we've made it to the end of the level, which means now we get to do the throw knife at the lady spinning minigame. Sorry about that, ma'am. We got the 5X. Okay, we're in it. I didn't want to hit her with 2 knives in the head, but I'm sorry. So Desmo and I have done extensive testing in this game. I believe I've got to level 40-something. I don't think it counts if you hit the same one of these multipliers multiple times in a row. I also don't think any of the math actually matters at all in this game. Is complete horseshit. But okay, we got one. Sorry about that. Let's go for another 3, shall we? Okay. So, does 5 and 3 and like 1 5 and another 3 equal times 10? I don't fucking know. Do I look like a mathematician? I'm a fucking VTuber. Anyway, now we've got lots more money, so we can upgrade all of our stataroonies. And I'm still unclear about the sound. Maybe if I turn this down... Okay. Yeah, that's mirrored. Please let me know if this is still too loud. I think I've got it in a good spot. Anyway, let's try again. Now, obviously, as a professional Perfect Knife player, I know that the double knives is the best upgrade you can get. So that's what we're going to start off with. Obviously, we're going to get the knife speed next. Knife speed is pretty good. It's one of the best stats, in my opinion. And we don't want the negative knife speed. I don't know why they even put it in the game. That's stupid. Why would anyone ever get that? Okay, so now we get to the really hard part. We could just barrel down one lane, and that's probably what we're going to end up doing. But like a real Perfect Knife player wants to get all 3 lanes. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm making it to the very end. What a shame. Only $7 and 3 gold. Well, we've got enough for a new thing here. A cosmetic, if you will. Personally, I'm a big fan of the color blue. I like this shade of blue a bit more than I like this shade of blue. So we're going to go with... Get the blood red one? Well, if you insist, Pickles. Blood red. This is the watermelon knife. Obviously, it's blood red and it's green. It's watermelon. So, watermelon knife is go. Just as many skin tones as Genshin Impact. Ain't that the truth? So, I think if you're really... Yeah, you can get both. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, that was a guess. I wasn't sure if I could get both the distance and the speed. So throw distance definitely has its uses. See, I'm able to hit shit from way back here and get it started. Double knives, obviously superior in every way. And then once again, aiming yourself just so you can hit 2 lanes, but I might have split the difference a little too hard. Unfortunate. Busted again. All right. Let's increase that throw speed, actually. So we're going to get more coins. Coins only useful for cosmetics. They don't do anything else. We're going to try and avoid that knife speed downgrade. Okay, so we're probably not getting much done in this level because there's basically no upgrades. It's all downgrades. It's all This would be a, oh, damn it, I wonder if I could have avoided that going to the left. Anyway, this would be called a stat check, or a DPS check, if this were, you know, a real video game, instead of Perfect Knife. Well, we'll get whatever amount of money we can. Get our loud, high-pitched frickin' ping. And then move on to the next thing. Alright, so, this is good. Knife speed. Let's go for throw speed up. Gonna get both, thankfully. Okay, going to try and avoid this. I think right side is going to be the best for avoiding it. And I'm going to really try and just barrel down the right side. We're going to miss that coin. That's okay. Missing coins isn't the end of the world, because if we get more money, we can get more upgrades and get more coins in the future. That's called investing. Ah, so close. All right, we're not really making up time and money here, so let's try a bit harder. Got a double knife, that's always good, but there are no other upgrades in this level. Level 7. Can you tell it's a different level? I can, because it says level 7 up in the corner. So this looks like it's going to be another just get as much as you can, you're not making it to the end level. That's okay. This is the early game meta of Perfect Knife. Think I've already got the world record on Perfect Knife? I probably do have the world record on Perfect Knife. You think there's a Speed Demos archive, a speedrun.com page for Perfect Knife? Might have to find out. Maybe throw distance so I can hit stuff from farther away? This is going to be a very distance-heavy run, as you can see. So, we're going to increase our distance as much as possible. Plus 10 ain't bad. And then we're going to try and hit this double knife to fill it up. And then we're going to hit the stuff in the back as much as possible. And I'm going to avoid that to try and just barrel down this lane. Because I think if we persevere, yes, we can. All right. So, probably could have min-maxed that a little bit better. There's no page on speedrun.com for Perfect Knife. Well, maybe I need to make one. Okay. This is for all the cheddar. Damn it. Damn it. Well, it looks like it hit it, but I'm not sure. Oh, okay. That definitely hit. Let's go for the 5. Okay, well, times 11. I can live with that. How does a 5, a 3, another 5, and a 3 equal 11? Again, I don't know. I'm not a fucking mathematician. But $66 means about 3 upgrades. So I'm going to continue to go with throw speed. Maybe we'll get a knife speed, and then we'll just sort of barrel down throw speed. Ooh, a lot of throw speed in this level. I got a good feeling about level 9. Maybe you get -2 for hurting the lady. That's very possible. I think it's a bit beyond Perfect Knife to expect something like logic, but hey, you never know. Okay, we have got a shitload of knife speed, or throw speed, rather. That's exactly what we want. We might even be able to clear 2 rows with how quickly we are throwing these knives. Uh-oh. Maybe my eyes were bigger than my stomach on this one. Oh. Alright, we just barely made it. It's called Perfect Knife, not Perfect Facts and Logic. Oh, you got that. Alright, so, single knife. Let's go for some easy threesy. Okay. Let's go for a 5. Ooh, hit her in the head a little bit. Sorry about that. Okay, my knife seems to have disappeared into the ether. I'm going to pull a GDQ and say that's never happened before. I have never seen that happen before in my hour of perfect knifing. Let me tell you. 7. Well, we got a 3, and a 3, and a head, and a nothing. Yeah, sure, that equals 7. Why not? Let's keep going with throw speed, maybe another distance. Alright, so, it seems that we have looped back around to actually getting power-ups in our levels. Does this game just have 10 levels that it loops endlessly? I don't know. I didn't design it. But it kind of looks that way. So let's try and get our knife speed up. We might even be able to get a cosmetic after this. Ooh. I didn't even look at our coin count. Alright, we're going to try and just go down the middle. I'm not too enthusiastic about our throw speed at the moment. I don't think we're going to make it this time, kids. Oh, just barely. Alright, $5. Alright, 30. We do have enough for another cosmetic. Now, do we want the white guy with the red sleeve, the white guy with the camo sleeve, the white guy with the other camo sleeve, or the white guy with the other camo sleeve? It's quite the smorgasbord of opportunity here. I am gonna go with this particular camo sleeve. You know what? Let's just buy all the camo sleeves. Let's take a look. That looks like a forest camo. That looks like a more traditional camo. Maybe an urban camo? I don't know about that. And that looks like the exact same texture, but darker. The third one looks like Majima. Good enough. Let's go for Majima arms. Alright, now here we're back in level 11. Does this look like level 2? I don't remember. Level 2 was a million years ago as far as I'm concerned. But I do know that we've got a shitload of knife speed now. Unfortunately, what we lack is throw speed and knife distance. So I think I'm just going to barrel down this left side and pray to God I can make it to the end for the multiplier. Because once we can reliably get those multipliers, oh, then the game is over. Alright, I think we made it. Now, let's go for some multiplying. We got the 5. Okay. Nobody panic. I don't think that counted as a 3, sadly. We got a 3. Can we get another 5? Damn it! We got the other 5. Okay, so I think we got the 2 5s, and then maybe the back one is a 1, so maybe these are additive and not multiplicative of each other? I don't know. As the premier perfect knife player, the one and only, I don't understand this game. All I do is play it. All day, every day, for the rest of my life. Let's get throw speed as much as we can. Alright, this is looking pretty good. We've got pluses to all of our stats. We might be able to clear all 3 of these rows. Distance is definitely not the stat that I want here at the end. What I really would have liked is a double knife. I think we're just going to have to live with this. Okay, yeah, that was a wasted knife. I think we're going to barely make it to the end. Put yourself in the mind of the programmer and think, if I were really, really lazy, how would I math this? That's top quality, Desmo. That is a good thought process to have when we're trying to unravel the mysteries of perfect knife. Damn it. Okay, that was way off, and you all know it. 3. Oh, come on! Give me the 3. Alright. 6. Yeah, so hitting her is probably some sort of minus to our multiplier. Let's continue with buffing throw speed, I really think. Okay, here's a double knife. This is for the whole enchilada right here. We can really get going with a double knifer. Let's get our throw speed up. Throw speed up as much as possible. Maybe a little bit of knife speed, but mostly throw speed. Yeah, there we go. This is what you want to see when you're playing perfect knife. Oh my god, look at that. We're just annihilating those barrels? Money cylinders? Are those hexagonal prisms? I'm not entirely sure what the legal name for those shapes are. That's right, now we know. Okay, let's try and get a big multiplier, because we got damn near all the money. Okay, I hit the 5, so that's good enough, right? Right? I don't know if those hit the 5. But I'm going to go for 3s. I don't think this crosshair is properly aligned. I don't think it's actually hitting where I'm aiming. See, you saw the back light up, and you see the two knives dead into that 3. I'm not saying that Perfect Knife, a game I bought on the Nintendo Switch for 99 cents, is poorly made. But it might be a little bullshit. Okay, anyway, we've got $300 now. Let's upgrade that throw speed, distance, a little bit of knife speed. And let's just kind of barrel down throw speed alley. Get a bit of throw distance. See, now we're knifing at the speed of light here. It's the knife that's perfect, not the game. I'm not sure. You saw that knife disappear when I threw it at that woman's thigh. I'm not sure the knife is perfect, Desmo. Okay, once again, we're going to get throw speed. We've got a lot, so maybe we'll do some knife speed, actually. Okay. We don't have a doubler, but we've got really good knife speed. Both throw and just base knife speed. This is going to be tough. Oh, we're just going to barely make it, I think. Okay, we made it to the end. Hallelujah. All right, again, let's try for big multipliers. Big Markipliers. Damn it. Calling bullshit on this game. That would... Anyway, let's do level 15, I guess. Let's go up to... So, I guess this is a birthday stream, right? Full disclosure, my birthday was yesterday, not today. We're gonna play Perfect Knife until we get to the level that is my age. And for those of you at home who don't know me in real life, which is maybe one of you, go ahead and guess what you think my age is. Or if you've forgotten, I don't care if you know how old I am. Okay, let's get some multipliers, shall we? Okay, that's not great. Oh. Baby a triple. This game is horseshit. This game is absolute horseshit. Thought you had to be over 18 to stream on... No, I think you have to be over 14 to stream on Twitch. Actually, there is a girl who plays Magic the Gathering. She's really, really good at it. She's, I believe, the youngest player to ever make money at a tournament. She streams on Twitch, and she is, like... At least at the time, she was like 12 or 13. She was very young, too young for Twitch. But her and her father were able to get around it by basically signing up with a some sort of channel network. And basically, she's allowed to stream as long as her legal guardian, her father, is there with her at all times. So there are definitely ways that you can stream if you're underage, but it pretty much involves your parent being there with you the whole time. And, you know, best of luck swinging that, Zoomers. What am I talking about? Zoomers are like 20. Gen Alphas? Alphers? We need to find out... We need to get to the cool alpha name. I'm tired of calling them Gen Alpha. Can you guys figure out a nickname, please? Gen Alpha? Can you go to middle school and, like, crowdsource this or something? Okay, maybe it's just some of the levels are fucked up. Or maybe it's a specific spot on the board. I don't know. Perfect Knife. Alright, level 17. Spoilers, we're halfway there. The Spectrum generation? I hope not. I fucking hate Spectrum. Fucking terrible internet Spectrum. Okay, so let's go for throw speed, because that's the best stat. Alright. This is looking very much like a get all the money lane. Which is exactly what you want to see when you're playing Perfect Knife. How many times have I said that? How many times will I say that? I don't know. Guess in the chat or something. Okay, so we've made it to the end once again. Let's see if the magic multiplier will work for us. So far, it's looking like not. Perfect knife. More throw speed, more throw distance. That's what we want. That's what we need. All right, we've got more coins. Papa, where's the speed? Where's the run button? I'm not gonna lie to you. I just found out there was a run button a second ago. I was gonna make a joke about how Perfect Knife doesn't have a run button because Perfect Knife doesn't need a run button. I was wrong. It does in fact have one, and that is how we speedrun Perfect Knife. Oh my god. I may have found a way to get this terrible game on speedrun.com and just ruin that website forever. Okay, are we gonna... No, I don't think we are. Alright. Level 19 complete. Let's speedrun to the level that I said I was gonna get to. Let's get more throw speed. Alright, so we're currently on level 20. We're moving along a lot slower than I thought we would be, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Knife wheel seems to hate the double knife? Yes, it does. I think maybe it prefers... I don't know. I am no longer going to pretend like I understand the inner machinations of the knife wheel. It's a complete mystery. It's an absolute, complete conundrum. A riddle wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in a stinky white cloth of judgment. I don't know. Hey, Candle, how you doing? Yes, I am the birthday boy. Yesterday was my birthday. I'm doing my birthday stream now because I don't normally stream on Mondays. Gambling.flimno. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We are gambling. So, Candle, as I'm sure you're well aware of the video game Perfect Knife, available now on the Nintendo Switch, we're currently working our way up to the level number of my age. And if you'd like to... Well, you probably already know. I think you know what my age is. Regardless, feel free to guess what the final level of tonight's Perfect Knife stream is going to be. Okay, this might be the best multiplier I've ever done. 17! That's a pretty good multiplier. More throw speed. Okay, let's get that speed run going. We are hitting the run button because we don't give a shit. 82, Candle, I have to go to sleep. Come on, man, you can't be doing this to me. Two knife, we're gonna have a knife. Alright, speedrunning again. 23. Oh lord, I remember when I was 23 and I thought my life was over. Much older than 23 now. Alright, we've got a double knife, ladies and gentlemen. We have got ourselves a double knife situation. Okay, let's continue to speedrun. I really need to pick up the pace. I do not want to be playing Perfect Knife all night. I'm already playing it about 15 minutes longer than I intended to. Alright, we managed to get the double knife. Let's try and get as much money as possible. Oh, thank God. Alright, 24. We're getting there. 25. Let you know right now, Papa ain't 25 anymore. I remember being 25. 25 was actually the age I started working in the game industry. That was quite the year. Okay, we're not getting any more of those coins. Perfect Knife cannot fail. It can only be failed. That's right. There is no one more perfect than the Perfect Knife. Alright, level 27. I can see the light at the end of the perfect tunnel. We're nearly there. We're on the razor's edge. Where's Doc? He would love this shit. Candle, get Doc in here. Tell him I need some knife puns. Alright, $7 and 5 gold. We could probably afford the rest of the cosmetics right now, but I'm too busy speedrunning Perfect Knife. So we're gonna get all these upgrades, and then we're gonna squander them horribly. Winner! 29! I remember the end of my 20s. That was a while ago, actually. A hot minute, if you will. Okay, I almost thought I was going to miss that double knife. Oh, we're actually doing better than I thought. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we are now staunchly into the 30s, and we are still playing Perfect Knife. Oh, Lord. Kids, enjoy your 20s. If you're 20, and I know some of you are, maybe not all of you, but some of you, enjoy them. Go outside. Stop watching some asshole on Twitch stream Perfect Knife and go talk to a human being. Go look at the sun. Go touch grass. Go swim in a lake. Don't let your 20s pass you by. Don't live with regret. Anyway, level 32 of Perfect Knife. Hope y'all are ready for this shit. Look at the sun. No, Candle, don't look at the sun. Just look in the general direction of the sun. 33. Is this gonna be the final level? No. It would have been last week. Okay. 34. This will be our final level of Perfect Knife. This is actually a pretty good level to be the final level of Perfect Knife because there's a shitload of upgrades. I don't know if the levels of Perfect Knife loop. Maybe I don't remember there being like a double green like this. Anyway, I think we're not going to have any trouble getting to the lady. I wish I had a double knife. That would have ensured I could get all of the money here. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. We're most certainly not. But we did get a pretty good amount of money. Alright. Let's go for the mythic times 25, shall we? Okay, times 20. Okay, that's bullshit. Got a 5. Got a 10. Times 12. $180. I have 100 coins. I bought everything in the store and I have 60 more coins with which to do absolutely nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Perfect Knife. I hope you've enjoyed this. All cosmetics %. Desmo, don't give me ideas. Desmo, I don't need this right now. I don't need ideas of how I could get Perfect Knife on speedrun.com. Let me think about it. Give me some time. I need to stop talking about it. This is gonna be a worse stream than I ever thought possible. So I had an idea for playing a bunch of games tonight that I really liked growing up. And one of them was going to be Dark Souls. And then I realized I didn't play Dark Souls when I was growing up because it came out when I was in college. And then I remembered a lot of the games that I liked growing up are right here on my Nintendo Switch. And then I had another thought like 10 seconds ago. What if I played some Super Nintendo games? So I think that's what I'm going to do right here and right now. Let me figure out what Nintendo game I want to play. And then we'll change the thingo. Damn, they added a lot. I'm not sure if the Super Nintendo Battletoads is any good. I never really played a Battletoads. I played the Battletoads everyone knows way after the fact. I never played it as a kid. Kirby Superstar, my wife's favorite Kirby game. Super Mario World, my favorite Mario game. Super Metroid, fantastic. I like Donkey Kong Country 3. I know it's the black sheep of the Donkey Kong franchise. I really liked it as a kid before I played Donkey Kong Country 2 because I love playing shit out of order, apparently. I now know that Donkey Kong Country 2 is the best Donkey Kong Country ever made, but I still like 3, and I think people give it too much shit because they hate Kiddy Kong. Donkey Kong Country is great, but 2 is better. I know a lot of you only played Donkey Kong Country because that's the one you had. I've seen the sales figures, I know, but you should play 2 if you haven't played 2. It's fantastic. Oh yeah, they put Star Fox 2 on here. That game runs like dog shit. Understandable, they're pushing the Super Nintendo to the absolute limit, but damn, guys. Okay, you know what? I have not played Super Mario World in forever. Let's do some Super Mario World, shall we? Did Diddy do it? If Diddy did it, then that's his deal. 5 viewers, perfect knife. It's the most you're ever gonna get. Have fun. Let's see. Super Mario World. Alright. Let's play a version of Super Mario World. Oh, hey, look, I've already played it in the past. Well, let's just go with Mario C, shall we? Welcome, this is Dinosaur Land. In this strange land, we find that Princess Toadstool fucking hates line spacing. And it'll just put words fucking anywhere, apparently. I mean, Bowser showed up or something. I shouldn't have to explain Super Mario World to any of you, right? You all know what Super Mario World is. For those of you who don't know, I did not own... Oh, shit. This is a good start. This is a good stream. I like this stream. Okay. Papa plays Super Mario World Part 2. Thank God. I was wondering, do I have to... I shouldn't have to duck if I'm Tiny Mario. Anyway, hard to believe, but I didn't actually have a Super Nintendo growing up. When I was a young lad, my first video game system was a Sega Genesis. It was my dad's Sega Genesis. I'm not sure if my dad had that Genesis with him. So, obviously, my father was born long before the advent of the modern video game. He did not have that Sega Genesis when he was a child. He bought it when he was an adult. I don't know if he bought it after he met my mother or before. I never really saw him play the Genesis. There were some games, and I assume he played it at some point, probably before I was born. But I don't know if he just didn't have time because he was too busy, you know, working in the Navy and trying to provide for his wife and son. Or if he just sort of, you know, fell off of video games, but I never really saw him play it. I don't remember exactly how I was presented with the Sega Genesis. It was just... I don't know, I feel like one day it just sort of appeared in front of me and I started playing video games on it. We had, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog 1, Golden Axe, Altered Beasts, which he probably got with the system. Typical things you'd find with the Sega Genesis. I think he had Ms. Pac-Man as well. I don't know if we picked that up later. And I started playing the Genesis when I was like 4 years old. God, I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway, that was my first video game console, and it's not that my father or me hated Nintendo, it's just that, you know, we were not terribly well off and money was tight, so they weren't buying me a lot of video game consoles at the tender age of 4. So I just played the Sega Genesis for years and years, and I had cousins and neighbors who had an NES and a Super NES, a SNES, if you will. Some people get really annoyed when you call it a SNES. I think those people are weird. I think they need to grow up. We call it a NES, we call it an NES, we're gonna call it a SNES. So I had played Mario World at other people's houses. You never knew what sort of games people were gonna have when it came to Super Nintendo. Pretty much everybody had Super Mario World, and then everything else was kind of a toss-up. For the NES, everyone had Mario and Duck Hunt. I know that originally the NES just came with... Actually, it didn't even come with Mario. It came with the fucking Rob the Robot and bullshit. But I know they made just solo Mario Karts. Mario Karts. But every single one I ever saw was the Mario and Duck Hunt combo cart. I did not know that there was a solo Mario cartridge until much later. Anyway, I'm just rambling. It's my birthday stream. I'll do what I want. I bought a Super Nintendo years and years and years later when I was in high school at, like, a flea market. Just because I was like, oh yeah, I remember the Super Nintendo. I had already had an N64, a GameCube, by that point, when I finally bought my Super Nintendo. And thank God it was before this retro gaming boom, and it was like $20. They're practically giving it away. But, yeah, the first time I really played Mario World like this was not on any Super Nintendo. It was on a Game Boy Advance. It was... I believe it was called Super Mario Advance 2. Because Super Mario Advance 1 was obviously Mario 3. Oh, wait. No, I've got that backwards. Mario Advance 1 was Super Mario World. Mario Advance 2 was Mario 3. I don't remember. That was a million fucking years ago. The important thing is, I played it on the GBA. And the GBA version... I'm not gonna say that it sucks, but it kind of sucks. The camera's a little bit zoomed in. You can't get... They gated the cool little world change from doing all of the Star Road levels behind, like, 100%ing the game. It's really stupid. I don't know why they did that. And there were some other weird little changes that just made it suboptimal compared to the good old-fashioned Super Nintendo. But, yeah, even though it was not the best version of Super Mario World, I absolutely loved that Game Boy Advance cartridge, and I played the shit out of that. That was my saving grace on 8-hour car rides up to Grandma's house. Fun fact for all of my European viewers, yes, you can drive 8 hours in a single direction in the state of California and still be in the state of California. It's a big fucking state. So I've always lived, pretty much always lived in Southern California. Grandma always lived up in Northern California. That's where my mother is from. We went up there fairly often, actually. And, yeah, if not for the advent of decent mobile gaming and rechargeable battery packs, I may have very well lost my goddamn mind on those road trips. But they were a lot of fun. I love going up to Grandma and Grandpa's house and hanging out with my very... I don't want to say redneck, but my very redneck cousins. They had a Super Nintendo. Oh my god. They had a game that I've never seen anyone else have, and I could never find again until I saw, like, AVGN videos on it. I forget what it was. It was that, like... It was that Japanese movie about that kid, and he finds a scarecrow, and he's in, like, dreamland. Little Nemo? I think it was Little Nemo. They had the SNES game of Little Nemo. I'd never seen the movie. I still have not seen the movie to this day. But I played the Super Nintendo game, and I don't remember it being that good. So they had that, and they had, of course, Super Mario World, because everybody had Super Mario World. And I think they had some sports games. They were more into sports than me and my brother ever were. So they had, like, baseball and maybe football. We never really played that. It was pretty much always Mario. They never really had Metroid. I never knew anyone with Metroid growing up. I did not play Super Metroid until I was nearly a man. Until it was nearly blinding. And that's now one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. Hell, one of my favorite video games of all time. Fucking love Super Metroid. Nobody I knew had Star Fox. Plenty of people had Star Fox 64. I played that long before I played Star Fox. Hell, I thought 64 was the one and only Star Fox game for a long damn time. For a long damn time, it may as well have been. But, yeah, I'll be honest, I really don't remember... Yoshi's Island. That was a game that not everyone had. I think that came out kind of late in the Super Nintendo's lifespan. But, there were definitely some Yoshi's Island. That's a fantastic game. That's another one of my wife's favorites. I like it too, but I definitely like Mario World more. I'm less of a Yoshi fan than her. Anyway, we beat some jackass the Koopa and blew up his house. That's what Mario's all about. Beating up turtles and blowing up their houses. Thought it was bad with a 3-hour ride to Nana? Yeah. Let me tell you about those 8-hour rides, Candle. And, like, that's 8 hours of driving. If we had to stop to pee, or get gas or something else, that drive was taking longer than 8 hours. That was always a start early in the morning and end up at Grandma's at night. And my father's family lived even farther. They lived up in Oregon at the time. So that... I don't think we ever made that drive more than twice in my entire life. It is not something that we did often. And in hindsight, I really wish we had, because I don't know that side of my family as much as I wish I did. But then sometimes, maybe I think that's for the best. But this isn't family drama stream. This is playing Mario and talking about the good old days stream. Where was I in my old man rambling? Super Nintendo. Words. I don't know what that means. Star Fox. Nobody I knew had Star Fox. I'd never heard of Star Fox until I was much younger. Glad you live in a small country? Yeah, it must be nice. Must be nice being able to traverse the entirety of your country in a day. I wouldn't know what that's like. Hell, well, you could fly over the country in a day. It's not that fucking big. Talking about how you tied an onion to your belt, which was the style at the time? Yeah, so it was those big yellow ones. Well, that's because they were out of the white ones, so I had to use the yellow ones, because of the war, you see. You know, I was taking the ferry. It cost a nickel back then. Nickels had little pictures of bees on them. That's about all I can remember of that rant. Go watch The Simpsons, kids. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. It's my birthday and I'm gonna cheat, damn it. Hey, we beat the level. Look at that, first try. So yeah, Star Fox was not something I knew about as a kid. I never knew anyone with Star Fox. I never knew anyone with a Super Scope. I don't know how popular those were. I don't think they were very popular. My uncle was the next person I knew who had a Super Nintendo. He had an NES as well. I played a lot of Duck Hunt and Mario at his house with my little brother when we were visiting Grandma. But he had a Super Nintendo, and he did not have Donkey Kong Country, and he did not have Donkey Kong Country 2. But he did have Donkey Kong Country 3. So, for a very long time, Donkey Kong Country 3 was the only Donkey Kong Country I had ever played. And I really liked it. You know, I had no Donkey Kong point of reference, as it were. It was, oh hey, this is a cool game. It says it's got Donkey Kong on it. There are some monkeys. I guess that's Donkey Kong. I don't know. I've only heard of that guy. That might have been the first Donkey Kong anything I'd played, actually. Because, arcades were not dead when I was a kid, but they were very much dying. Arcades kind of... The arcades that the Gen Xers and maybe the senior millennials, people older than me, believe it or not, I don't think arcades, the way they remember them, existed anymore by the time I was 10 years old, really. Which would have been in the year 2000, so they were definitely dead. Like, pretty much the only arcades I had ever been to were weird, run-down places that didn't have a lot of games, or Chuck E. Cheese, or something akin to a Chuck E. Cheese. I knew I could get it. You all thought I could get it. You thought I was just gonna keep rambling and, Papa's never gonna get it. He can't focus on talking about dumb shit and video games at the same time. Well, ha! Prove you wrong. Anyway, we were talking about arcades, right? Yeah. I'm not senile. I'm only 34. How could I be senile? Well, I fucked that up. Son of a bitch. Anyway, arcades. They were kind of dead by the time I got to the age where I could go to an arcade, so I never really got to experience that. They kind of had a reputation for having bad kids and being a place where you would buy drugs, so that kind of led to them dying. I'll live, I'll be fine. Anyway, I had never played anything with Donkey Kong in it. Before Donkey Kong Country 3, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I had ever played Donkey Kong on the Game Boy. I'd certainly never played it on the NES. I didn't know anybody with freaking Donkey Kong. And yeah, I like Donkey Kong Country 3. It's weird. It's quirky. But it's got Dixie Kong, and Dixie Kong's great, so... +2 for Dixie Kong. I had the Duck Hunt light gun, but it was a pistol. That was a pistol? Yeah, I freaking... Out there in the country, there was a lot of those. Oh yeah, the Duck Hunt gun for the NES was basically just a little pistol. I don't think you could get away with making a video game gun like that anymore. They all have to be... And they did have an orange one at some point, but I think a lot of the early ones were just gray, and that's not really okay for legal reasons anymore. Anyway, Super Nintendo, Donkey Kong, what are we talking about? Uncle had Donkey Kong Country 3, it was the only one I played. He had Mario World... I don't really remember what other Super Nintendo games he had. Video games were expensive back then, kids. I know we balk about video games being $70 right now, and, you know, quite frankly, they shouldn't be. This is supposed to be the future. We're supposed to have this shit figured out. But, I'm pretty sure if you look up an old magazine, freaking Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 were easily $80 to $90. Video games just kind of costed whatever back then. It was really... Some of those cartridges, you know, you've heard of Mode 7, I hope. It was a special chip that was in some Super Nintendo games that allowed mind-boggling graphics. And if you were buying a Mode 7 game, tack on another $10-15 to the price tag easily. It wasn't really until disc-based systems like the PS1 and really the PS2 that prices were kind of generally normalized to be $50. $50 was the price for a video game for a long time when I was growing up. Everybody got pissed when they bumped it up to 60. And, guess what? They got pissed again when they bumped it up to 70, and they were right to be. But, yeah, I don't remember my uncle having many more Super Nintendo games. I should call him up and ask him if he still has any of those. Anyway, fast forward 10, 12 years to me being an older man and buying a Super Nintendo of my own. And I started buying up some of those classic games that I had missed out on, your Star Foxes, your Super Metroids, your Mario RPGs. I had first played Mario RPG on something that rhymes with Schmemulator. Do your best to figure out what that means. But I'd never seen a cartridge in person until, God bless the swap meets. Went to a local flea market, swap meets, place where people sell their shit. And I found a fairly good condition copy of Mario RPG for, even at the time, it was really cheap. I think they only wanted like $50 for it. And even at the time, that game was like $80. I think the price has dropped a bit now that the remake on Switch has come out and that it's actually good. But that is a very hard to find game. Kids, let me tell you about back when video games were hard to find. Now for me, that was likely... When did Kingdom Hearts come out? I'm going to Google this real quick. Kingdom Hearts 1 was released March 28th, 2002. Yeah, that feels about right. 2002 was a hell of a fucking year, let me tell you. So, we had our video game stores, our GameStops and whatnot. And some of them did pre-orders for some games. It certainly wasn't every game. It was just some of them. And I think this is just for money, so I'm going to ignore this. But Kingdom Hearts was one of them. So I went to my local game store, Game Crazy, as it was. Oh man, did I fuck up? No, this is... Still... Is it not good? Oh. So I went to my local GameStop-esque store, my Game Crazy. Son of a... Aha! I figured your shit out. So I went to my Game Crazy, and I was like, hey, you know, I would like to pre-order this game called Kingdom Hearts, because I heard in my video game magazines that this is going to be a big game, and I would like it. And the guy at the store was like, yeah, sure, give me $5, and I'll be sure to pre-order it for you. And that wasn't like a scam or anything, that was legit. That's what he did. So I pre-ordered Kingdom Hearts. And then March came. And we got 2, that's not bad. March came, and I went to the store, and I said, hey, let me get that Kingdom Hearts that I pre-ordered. And the guy was like, oh, no, we're out of Kingdom Hearts. I can't give it to you. I'm like, what do you mean you're out of Kingdom Hearts? I pre-ordered it. That's why I pre-ordered it, so that you wouldn't be out, so that you would have one for me. And he's like, nah, sorry, the last guy got it, I don't have it anymore. So... Naturally, I'm more than a little glad that that particular chain is out of business, because fuck those people for the rest of time. But I wasn't able to get Kingdom Hearts, and I was devastated, and I may have cried to my mommy that they did not have my video game, and I was very sad. And my dear, wonderful, patient mother, who put up with so much shit, took me around to every single store to try and find me a copy of Kingdom Hearts. They didn't have it at Walmart, they didn't have it at Target, they didn't have it at the other Target. And then as I had given up hope, I figured, alright, let's check out Best Buy. We didn't do a lot of shopping at Best Buy. It was a lot of tech and computer stuff, which we didn't have a lot of. We might not have even had... No, we definitely had a computer by 2002, but we'd only had it for maybe a year or two. So we went to Best Buy, and they had shelves and shelves and shelves of Kingdom Hearts, and I was so happy. I was like, Mommy, please get me this game. This is the game that I wanted. I don't remember if I had... I was 12. There's no way I actually had money for it. Anyway, my mother got me Kingdom Hearts, and I played it, and I was very happy and also very mistaken to have bought a game called Kingdom Hearts when I was 12 years old. Mommy, I want one now. Yes, that was kind of me. But yeah, shit, like, that wasn't the last time that had ever happened to me, but it was one of the it only happened to me maybe once or twice after that, where I pre-ordered a game and they just ran the fuck out. Which was fucking devastating, and I think it happened to enough people that they figured their shit out. And the pre-ordering systems have gotten better over time. Like, I think they actually do their stock a lot better based on pre-orders, and now you can buy games digitally. That's the thing. I couldn't just download a copy of Kingdom Hearts. You can't download Kingdom Hearts. It's not a computer game. Nowadays you can do all that shit. Look at me, I'm downloading Mario World on my Nintendo Switch right now. But, yeah, pre-ordering. It wasn't so cut and dry back in the day, and it sucked. But it's gotten better. Also, on the note of Kingdom Hearts, I got made fun of in school for liking Kingdom Hearts before it came out. I was talking to, not my best friend, but one of my friends in middle school. Like, we're talking about games, and he liked more action-y stuff, but he liked Final Fantasy. And I was like, oh man, have you heard of this Kingdom Hearts game that's coming out? It seems pretty cool. It's got, like, you know, Final Fantasy characters. And he's like, is that the one with Disney characters? And I'm like, yeah, it's got Mickey and Donald and Goofy, and they help you out on your adventure with Final Fantasy characters. And he was like, that's lame. That's for babies. Disney's for babies. And I was like, first of all, fuck you. I love Disney. I now know better than to say the words, fuck you, I love Disney. Let's be real, fuck the Disney Corporation. That's a conversation for another stream, but, I didn't see a problem with it. I thought it was perfectly fine to play a video game that had Mickey Mouse in it, and a not sword shaped like a key. But him and some other people disagreed and thought that it was dumb baby shit. And that made me a little sad that people were still judging me for the type of video game that I liked. Guess what, kids? That, even with other people that played video games, not all video games... I mean, I know that's still true now. God forbid you tell someone you like Call of Duty or Madden or something like that, and God forbid you tell those people you like Final Fantasy. But, you know, there was a time where even people who played RPGs were like, you like the thing with Disney on it? Now it's like, you understand the thing with Disney on it? Fucking, no, nobody does. But, look, I'm not one of those... I'm not one of those Kingdom Hearts fans. I'm not going to die for Kingdom Hearts. But I enjoy Kingdom Hearts. I like the first two games, which is technically the first and third game. And I think they're very good action RPGs. No, I'm not going to break down all the lore. No, I don't know all the lore. No, I don't care to know all the lore. Please don't email me with the lore of Kingdom Hearts. I'm good. There's a fly on my screen. Alright, killed another one of Bowser's kids, who I think has been retconned to not be one of his kids. As is all of them. Then we're going places. Princess Toadstool. Back in the day, we called her Princess Toadstool because a toadstool is a type of mushroom, and she is the princess of the Mushroom Kingdom, as you know. Ho ho ho. We'll do a couple more levels before I move on to something else. But, yeah. Reordering video games. Kingdom Hearts. Super Nintendo. Mario RPG, that was a fun one. I never got a hold... So, there was a time where I could have got a copy of Earthbound for the Super Nintendo, but it was very fucked up. And by very fucked up, I mean the label was completely torn off. And it just had the word Earthbound written on it. And I'll be honest, I was and still am a dumb enough kid that I probably would have bought it if it weren't for the fact that the guy still wanted, like, $120 for the fucked up label missing version of Earthbound. I was like, hey man, this thing is like, the label's not even here. Can we work out a deal? Can you maybe not give me this bullshit price? And he was like, no, go fuck yourself. And, you know, then I learned about these cool things that rhyme with shmemulators. And I was able to play Earthbound. And I'll be completely honest with you, I never finished Earthbound. It's a little too old and a little too jank for my taste. I would like to. Maybe I'll make it a stream one day, who knows. But, Mother 3 is a hell of a video game that I promise one day I will stream. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not even this year, but someday. But yeah, I never had a copy of Earthbound on the Super Nintendo. I never knew anyone that had Earthbound or played Earthbound. Completely unknown to me as a child. Didn't learn about that till long afterward. Whee! And yeah, that was kind of my, my life with the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo as a young lad. It was pretty much just Mario and Mario-adjacent things. Now, I mentioned earlier that I had a Genesis and I played Sonic. And I had, you know, Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. I had all the Sonic games at the time. If you ask me, those are the only Sonic games. And I'd like to report that despite the fact that I am a VTuber, I did not end up being one of those weird Sonic fans. I'm not one of those people. I'm better than Sonic fan. No, I don't know. I never got weird about Sonic. I never got weird about anything. I know that's an incredibly... I'm sure I got weird about something, but I don't think I ever got weird about Sonic the way a lot of people got weird about Sonic. He was just a fun little guy who go fast, and Tails is better, and Knuckles is better than Tails. And that was all Sonic was to me for a very long time until the 3D Sonic games came around. So I think I made it out of the Genesis era fairly unscathed. And you all should tell me how great I am for doing that and for not being weird about Sonic the Hedgehog. Anyway, let's play some Genesis. Since I've been talking about the Super Nintendo so much, how's about I talk about a console I actually had? I actually had this very Genesis, the Genesis 1, the first Genesis. Simply weird in general. Yeah, I'll take what I can get. So yeah, it was my dad's Genesis. I'm not sure when he bought it, but it was definitely, if not before I was born, very shortly after. And a lot of the games on here I did not have. I'd never played Streets of Rage or Shinobi. Sonic 2 I had. I feel like we already had Sonic 2, or we got it very soon after I started playing the Genesis. I can't really remember a time where I didn't have Sonic 2. Sonic 2 is fantastic. Ristar is a game I'd never played as a child. I didn't find out about it until much later. Shining Force and Phantasy Star, also games I had never played as a child. I had never even seen an RPG until Final Fantasy VII, actually. I think that was the first RPG of any kind, really, that I had seen. Maybe Might and Magic on a friend's PC. But for me, it was all action games. I've never heard of this, but it looks cool. Gunstar Heroes, I played much later in life. I never had it. I never knew anyone who had it. Golden Axe. Golden Axe. Holy shit, did I play some Golden Axe. The game where you play a role sounds gay. What are you, every conservative in 1997 to now? Um, anyway, Golden Axe. This is a fantastic game. I'll be playing that here in a minute. Echo the Dolphin. Echo the Dolphin is bullshit. Fuck Echo the Dolphin. I borrowed Echo the Dolphin from a friend, and we did a game. We traded. He gave me Echo the Dolphin, and I gave him like something else. And Echo the Dolphin sucks, so I tried to trade him back, and he was like, "No, no, no, that was forever." And I was like, "No, it wasn't. That was just for the weekend, bro." So we had to get my parents involved, and thankfully my parents were able to get my game back. It was probably Sonic 2 that I lent him, actually. Don't trade games with people who are not like your best friend, and realistically, if you're like 8, maybe don't even trade with your best friend, because sometimes they might try to screw you into keeping a game called Echo the Dolphin. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, I actually did play as a kid. I rented it from this thing called Blockbuster. Okay, so back in the 90s, there was this cool place called Blockbuster Video. Uh, yeah, I never owned it, but I rented it. I didn't understand it when I was 8. I'm now 34, and I still don't entirely understand Puyo or how the fuck Puyo works. Weird way to localize Puyo Puyo. Look, man. They are going to localize Puyo Puyo every single way they can because America doesn't like the word Puyo for some reason. Sword of Vermilion, I think that's another RPG. Never played it. Thunder Force, I don't think I ever played. Toe Jam and Earl. I actually played the sequel, Toe Jam and Earl Panic on Funkatron, before I had ever played. I thought that was the only Toe Jam and Earl game for a long time. This one's weird. It's sort of like Lemmings. Castlevania Bloodlines supposed to be really good. Never played it. Never played a Castlevania for a good chunk of my life. Not even Symphony of the Night. I think I knew some people with Symphony of the Night, but they never let me borrow it. Never played Contra of any kind. Dynamite, fucking heady. This is a game that I rented from Blockbuster multiple times because I'm an idiot. It's a weird action game, and there was one level that was very difficult, and I couldn't figure out how to get past it the first time I rented it, so I rented it again and then figured it out, and spoilers, the game still sucks. Altered Beast. Altered Beast is one of the best Sega Genesis games ever made. It's great, and I love it, and if you have anything bad to say about it, you can get out on my stream right now. I'm not sure what this says. Super Fantasy Zone? Is this Fantasy Zone? Never played Fantasy Zone. Wise from your grave. That's right. Light Crusader, never heard of it. Alien Soldier, I think I've heard of it, never played it. Target Earth. Zero Wing, I think this is the one that the meme, the meme. All Your Base are belong to us, I believe is Zero Wing. I don't believe it's this version of Zero Wing. I think it's a different one. Shining Force. Sonic Spinball. My mother has played, to my knowledge, 2 video games in her entire life. One of them is Crazy Taxi. The other one is Sonic Spinball. That woman loves Sonic Spinball. Every couple of years, she asks me when they're going to make another one, and I have to come up with a cool new lie about how they're never going to make another one, but maybe next year. Sonic Spinball is... It's pinball. It's got a terrible soundtrack. My wife has beaten Sonic Spinball. I have never beaten Sonic Spinball. I don't know how the fuck she beat it when she was a kid. I can't as a full-grown man. I never played Space Harrier or Space Harrier 2. Mega Man was not something I played. So I did eventually play Mega Man X and X3 on the Super Nintendo. It was not on my cousins or my friends. It was like the babysitter's older brother had a Super Nintendo with Mega Man, and he let me play Mega Man X, and I love it, and that's probably why I like Mega Man X. But I never even knew there was a Genesis version. Comic Zone is a game I did have as a kid. It's a very bad action game that's very short. Earthworm Jim I rented from Blockbuster maybe once. I didn't understand it. I never rented it again. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Who the hell hasn't played Street Fighter? I don't think I ever played Street Fighter on the Genesis. I think I only ever played it on the Super Nintendo, which is good because most Genesis owners only have the 3-button controller, and playing a fighting game with 3 buttons is a recipe for disaster. The Casino Night DLC in Sonic Generation? Yeah, you're right. How could I have forgotten? And you're absolutely right, Candle. My wife is built different. Alien Storm, never played it. Columns, I think I played like once. It's like Tetris, right? I don't know. Golden Axe 2, I've actually never played. I do want to play that. Virtual Fighter, never played it. Pulseman, probably never played it. Kid Chameleon, Flicky, these are games that are on every Genesis collection. I think these are actually Master System ports. I don't believe they're Genesis games. They're old and not very good, I'm going to be honest with you. Never played Revenge of Shinobi, never played Landstalker. Crusader of Senti, never heard of it. And Ghouls of Ghosts I have played a version of. It's a game for people who love CBT. Anyway, enough yapping. Let's play the best Genesis game ever made, Altered Beast. So, rise from your grave. I swear there was an options menu. So this is Altered Beast. I believe it takes place in ancient Greece. I think Persephone or something is a character. I don't remember. I didn't pay attention 30 years ago, and I'm not paying attention now. Anyway, you kick the blue pigs that I did not find out until well into my 20s were not pigs. I believe those are like two-headed wolves or dogs or something. They always look like pigs to me. Anyway, you kick the blue ones, and then a power-up falls out. Come here, piggy. So then you get buff, then you get more buff, and then, if you can kick the third mystical pig, you get to turn into a wolf man. Welcome to your doom. So I should know the name of this bad guy, but I don't, sorry. He stands there at the end of the level and waits for you to show up as a beast, an altered beast, if you will. This thing also took me a few years to figure out. And if you show up and you didn't find 3 power-ups, he won't fight you, he'll run away, and you'll have to do more level. And I believe after 3 times, if you still haven't gotten 3 power-ups and turned into a monster, then he'll just fight you, and these boss fights are damn near impossible if you're not an altered beast. I feel like this is way easier than it was when I was just playing this. But yeah, you just punch the guy until he's dead. Yeah, exactly, Desmo. Flicky's on every single Genesis multi-pack, and no one would ever buy it. I'm not sure anyone ever owned it if they didn't own it on the fucking Master System. Okay, you ready for a 1991 cutscene? Actually, I think this might be 89. Anyway, there's your cutscene. Hope you enjoyed it. Story! That can be found in the instruction manual. So now we've got these purple testicles and more pigs. Blue pigs. Blue pigs get power-ups. Yeah. Power up! So, if you get too close to the purple testicles, they will jump extra high and try to land on your head. And that's super annoying to deal with, which is why I'm trying to stagger myself. No! No, no, no! No, 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 no! Alright, sorry, we're gonna cheat. I'm not missing the dog. I said I'm not missing the dog. There we go. So, yeah, you don't always turn into a wolfman. Sometimes you turn into a dragon man. Get the fuck out of here. So, this boss probably took like a year of my child life to figure out how to beat consistently. It's kind of an asshole. Just like Dark Souls, that's right. So, you want to avoid these eyeballs. I'm probably going to get hit. And then you just want to burn the shit out of this eye guy. Yeah, that took me about a year to figure out. You just get in front of him and mash B, and then he dies. I tried to shoot him for a long time, which I think he will eventually die, but that's stupid. Just mash the AoE attack. Alright, another cutscene. What is it? Who knows? It's gone. Alright, and now we're in the giant ant nest. Are we going through levels of hell? Is this some sort of repentance? I don't know. I didn't read the instruction manual. I'm not sure I still have the instruction manual. Sometimes you gotta be a scaly. Fur doesn't cut it. That's absolutely right, Candle. I mean, what is a scale but hardened fur? Really? Come here. Come here. You bastard. Oh, yeah, we're going back. We're gonna power up. Am I cheating? Yes. Do I care? No, the game cheats. Oh yeah, we are carbo loading for sure tonight. Whee! Let's... Alright, so there's usually a blue pig with the brown pigs. Hey, look at me, I'm a giant bear man. Hey, look at me, I'm a bear man. This bear kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. This is his regular jump. This is his B attack. It's just a jump that deals damage. But he's got this cool breath attack that turns enemies into, stone. So, this boss, kind of annoying. You have to knock him to the back until his head shows up. And then you can just jump at him. And then you just jump at him. Yeah, whatever. We'll take the L on that one so I can keep going. Oh my god, he was one away. Look at that stance. Look at that form. Look at the power. This bear man. I probably need to change the game now that I think about it, huh? I don't think we're playing Mario World anymore. Guess I'll do that while I'm watching this, quote-unquote cutscene. Okay. There we go. Now we're not being Twitch liars. Welcome to level 4. I almost never got past this level as a child. Hell, I'm not getting past it as an adult, probably. Oh my god! There we go. The secret was to walk backwards, not forwards. Ugh. So... Son of a biscuit. I swear to God, there's like an options menu. Maybe it needs a second controller. I gotta look into this later. But there's a way to give yourself more, like, lives and continues. Maybe it's a cheat code. That's the only way I've ever been able to consistently get past this level. I think there's 1 or 2 more levels after this. Die. So, now, instead of a lion man, we're a tiger man. What does a tiger man do? Well, instead of going horizontal, he goes vertical. And instead of shooting straight, he shoots curved.
Welcome to your doom.
This boss is a pain in the ass. This one is not as free as the other bosses. So, a lot of ducking. Oh, lordy. A lot of vertical. Maybe this is the correct way? Yeah. So the thing is, you can't touch the main... You can touch his outside, but you can't touch his main body, or else you're gonna take damage. You son of a bitch. Alright, let's avoid that. Oh, Lord. He's turning red. Just barely avoided that. No, we didn't actually damage him. There we go, alright. Action 52 Cheetah Men looking ass? Yeah, you're not wrong, Desmo. When I was a kid, it not even a 50-50, I almost never got past this level. I think maybe once or twice, legitimately. And I think he turned her into a bird. I think that might be Persephone. He might be Hades. Again, not sure. Doesn't matter. Okay, I think this is the final level. We might actually beat Altered Beast with the power of massive cheating. These little goat bastards are indeed bastards. Yeah, come here, piggy. Look at this unicorn man. Look at this jumping, kicking unicorn man. Get out of here, unicorny. He looks like the bad guy from The Mummy. Yeah, you're not wrong. So now we've got like this weird cyborg pig man and asshole satyrs. And if this is hell, I'm not sure I want to see what heaven looks like. Okay, we don't want to get fucking kicked by the dog. Okay. So thankfully we should be able to one-shot all the enemies now. Give me the power-up. And hey, would you look at that? The final transformation of the wolf again. But is gold? Orange? Some color. I don't know. No iframes in the power-up? Hell, you have iframes during the power-up. The second it ends, you don't get no iframes. This is 89 to 91, Desmo. I don't believe this gold Wolfman does anything different, except that he dies real good to the Rhino. Okay, we cannot dash through the Rhino, which I was kind of hoping. I have literally never beaten this boss in my entire life. Might take the L. I don't know... Okay, we cannot do a regular jump. It's gotta be a high jump. Did he get iframes? He gets iframes. He gets iframes during that stupid animation. I want iframes. Why don't I get animation iframes? Alright, we're just gonna take the L. Oi! Buddy! No, 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 no! We're not getting locked up like that. Okay, we actually hit him. Okay, I think he's turning colors. That's good. No. Oh, no. See, he'll just catch you in a combo and then you're dead. Then that's the end. Like that. So I'm not sure I ever made it to this boss more than once. And of course he saves the best one for last. Oh no. Stop! No. Why aren't you moving anymore? He doesn't like to move anymore. No. Oh, that was the wrong choice. Okay. You can have it. You can have it. I'm sure if I were to look up a speed run, I'm sure there's some crazy cheese strat for this guy. Lord, do I wish I knew it right now. Oh no. Oh no, sir. Alright, I think I have the rhythm down for a second there. The biggest problem is... Oh my god, Oh my god, I beat him first try! Who could have guessed? Who could have foreseen this? Alright, and we get our girlfriend. This might be... Am I Sisyphus? Am I the lute-playing guy? I don't know. I don't remember the story of Altered Beast. Alls I know is that she likes him hairy. Welcome to the staff credits. Let's see if these are real staff credits or if these are bullshit staff credits. Birthday luck, that's right, Candle. Fussy Fist? Don't ever say that again. Oh, I can beat up the... Can I beat up the credits? I can beat up the credits. Hilarious. So this is a really sad thing about very early... Push any key. Yeah, we ain't pushing fucking keys. And then the game starts over and you play it again with no continues and no health. So I didn't talk about it during the credits because there were so few of them. But what happened there was a really sad thing for the industry as a whole. You may have seen that none of those were real names. Those were all nicknames. Those were all fake names. That was the standard for video game credits for a very long time. Nobody was allowed to put their real name in the credits for a video game because the people that ran the studio, the people in charge, thought that it would be much easier for their employees to get stolen by other companies if they were correctly credited in their video games. Nintendo would go back to that if they could. Desmo, they practically have. But yeah, so a lot of companies, and I don't know if Japan did this longer than America or what the deal is with that, but yeah, you worked on a game and they'd be like, hey, pick a fake name to put in there because we sure as hell ain't putting your real name in this video game you worked on. So I'm glad that we've gotten away from that, unless the company's name is Nintendo. Then we've got thanks to the original team bullshit. But anyway, yeah, that was a very big thing in the game industry, and that sucked ass. So, shoutouts to everybody who made Altered Beast. I literally don't know what your names are. I could probably Google them in this day and age, but thank you. Thank you for making this little slice of my childhood. Speaking of little slices of my childhood, let's play Golden Axe for a hot minute. Let's actually change the thing correctly. Not that it matters, I'm gonna have to change all this shit myself later. 2 followers, hell yeah, only Golden Axe streamer, let's go. Okay, we can do a little bit of Golden Axe before bedtime. Oh my god, this music takes me back. Ah. Kids, I was literally playing this game 30 years ago in my parents' house, in my little room with my little television, before my little brother was born. And then that little bastard would take all of my continues, and I complained to Mom, and she's like, I don't understand, just let him play so he doesn't cry. Axe Battler. This motherfucker's name is Axe Battler. He has a sword. He's not even the wielder of the Golden Axe. So, fun fact about old video games again. If the game had a difficulty, which was already a rarity, the easy difficulty usually was not the entire game. Come on, guy. Let me look at this for a second. If you play the game on beginner, it's easier. The enemies have less health, you deal more damage. But the game stops at like the 2/3 point. You beat the 2/3 boss and it's like, okay, game's over. Play it on hard mode if you want to see the rest of the game. There's another game, it was a Mickey Mouse game that was like that. I'm not sure I've ever seen the actual end of that game, because I was bad. But, let's play on arcade for a little bit. Oh, Gilius Thunderhead. You didn't think I'd remember the name of the fucking dwarf from Golden Axe, did you? This is Gilius Thunderhead. I believe the thing he's holding in his hand is the Golden Axe. Why is it silver? I don't know, shut up. I forget this lady's name, but she has good magic. We're gonna go as my personal favorite, Gilius Thunderhead. I got a game I played as a kid, Trade Winds 2. The developer seems to have been lost to time. I think to those crediting reasons, that fucking sucks. That really genuinely sucks that no one was able to save that information, and even in this age of fucking infinite information, that shit is just gone. Yeah, it's a sad thing. Speaking of sad things, I just wasted my magic because I forgot the button stick Golden Axe. Cuphead carried on the tradition, ain't that the truth? So this is Golden Axe. It's your typical beat-em-up, your side-scrolling brawler, your button basher, if you're from out Europe way. And there's two things in this game that are worth a damn. Jump attacking and run attacking. I have beaten this game as a child. It was not easy. It took many, many, many years for me to beat this game. Can't believe Sega ripped off Castle Crashers. Man, I had a nickel for everything Sega did rip off. Okay, that's mine. I forget the name of these little guys, but they're adorable. I love them. And the problem is, if I get knocked off too much, then I lose it forever. As you can see, I'm kind of getting my ass kicked. There we go. Yeah, die. I don't remember the name of this little bastard, but he's great. He does a little tail sweep. Alright, let's see if we can max out our magic. Alright, so Gilius, despite being super cool and my favorite character, has the least magic in the game. His only goes up to level 3. I believe Axe Battler, the man, his goes up to level 5, and I think the lady, whose name I forget, her magic might go up to level 7. She has the most magic. She summons like a fucking spectral dragon, and it's super cool. Jesus. Super cool. Talking like it's back in the 90s. But, Gilius has some cool shit, too. So, we're on our way to the Turtle Village. I want to keep this mount. I have to try and not get knocked off. I believe if you get knocked off a mount 3 times, you lose it forever. It runs away, so there's 1. So once you kill the mooks, these big guys activate. And, yep, there it goes. Bye, little mount. So first we're going to use our magic. Guess what? Thunderhead uses thunder magic. Who'd have guessed? Now the hard part. So, the best way to fight these guys, I have found in my decades of playing this game, is not to do what I'm doing right now. It is to run attack. So, you just want to find a good rhythm to run attack back and forth into those guys. It is the safest way to kill them. You're basically invincible while you're doing a running attack. And the enemies know this too, which is why they're almost always doing running attacks. And here's your story. Okay, it's gone. So now we made it to Turtle Village, I believe. I don't actually know the story. Really? You're not gonna run? So, I used to think that this blue was just, like, space. I believe that's a river. I just thought it was space because the guy didn't fall in. He just sort of falls. Gets him every time, dipshit. So yeah, there's a couple of freebies. No. There we go. So, you have to double tap to run, and it doesn't always work. So, figuring out the buttons and the rhythm is kind of the hardest part of Golden Axe. Oh no, what's going on in the village? Is it the coolest shit you've ever seen? Is it a lady riding a giant fucking dragon? I guess it's not a giant dragon, but whatever. It breathes fire. It's a little fucking dragon guy. He's cool. No! You touch that dragon, I'll kill you. Okay, so now we've got a fire-breathing dragon. And now we're gonna use it to kill this little gnome so we can get some fucking magic. Yes, the dragon also has a run attack that I probably should be using. But I didn't pick up the fire-breathing dragon to not breathe fire. Oh, you can activate her early. Alright, so just like the big guys, these ladies sort of activate. And we're just gonna use magic again. Oh my god. Alright, pretty much the only time you can spam attacks like that is when you're alone. And now I'm no longer alone. Now I wish I'd saved my magic. Alright, so now we've got the fabled pink dragon, which is different from the blue dragon because it shoots an actual ranged projectile instead of a short-range fire. Unfortunately, it's almost impossible to keep when there's 3 frickin' enemies. Okay. We might even lose that pink dragon regardless, which is going to piss me off. Alright. Green ones drop meat. Meat is healing. Healing is much better than magic. You don't get a lot of it. I believe those little green guys are the only way to get healing in this game. Oh my god, this music is bringing back so many memories. Okay, so now we're boarding a giant turtle. So thankfully these guys are greedy and they're going to pretty much always go for the dragon. Oh no, the dragon ran away anyway. God damn it. Alright. Oh shit. We're gonna redo that. There we go, we made it. Alright, I probably could have kept that magic there to save for after this fight. Hell, let's just burn it now. So this might actually be the Turtle Village. I'm not sure. I've never read the story for Golden Axe, and I don't intend to start now. Alright, you're dead. That's what's important. Deb! Ah, it's Deb! I always hated Deb. Deb is gonna fucking kill me, actually. Hey, Deb 2? You didn't tell me there were 2 Debs. Alright, now we're in the rhythm. There we go. You may not like it, but this is what peak Golden Axe performance looks like. This is literally perfect Golden Axe right here. This is optimal Golden Axe. Get him, Gilius. One Deb only tells truths, the other Deb only tells lies. Give me all the magic. Give me the magic, boys. Alright, let's see if we can keep any of this on the screen. No, that sucks. That might be on purpose. Alright, so I'd really rather not use my magic. And maybe it won't matter. Continue. So this rhythm is really almost impossible to do with 3 guys. Okay, guess I'm not invincible. Alright, we've got 2 now. So ideally, we want one on the other side of us. Damn it. There we go. Wow, what the hell? Alright. Now, we get to fight this motherfucker. Nobody has different attacks, nobody has special moves, it's all the same shit. They have, like, a basic attack, and they run. That's about it. I'm not even sure this guy can run. So, why the hell would I ever do anything other than a running attack? Because anything else has the chance to miss, or maybe he just attacks me through it. Like, running attack and jumping attack are the only things, are your only friends. Police will never help you. Good old 4949 Road 1. Love 4949. Alright. So, I believe on beginner mode, this is where the game ends. The game ends, and it tells you, hey, thanks for playing Golden Axe. Maybe try it on a harder difficulty, pussy. So then you have to go and play the game on arcade mode if you want to play the rest of the game. Hey, 4170. So, from Turtle Village, we get on the giant bird, I think. Always so difficult to hit these guys. You have to try and find whatever plane they're on. Ideally, I want them all down there. Get out of here. Alright, 2 are dead. Come on. You're dead now. Go. Get out of here. Alright, so this is a giant eagle. It's going to take us to the next place. And for whatever reason, there are human skeletons living in the giant eagle's flesh. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure I want to know how that works. But, unfortunately, they're also fully armed and armored with swords and shields as they get necromantized. And as you can see by the floating feathers, the giant eagle has taken off. Play for about 5 more minutes, then we'll call it for the night. Let's see if we can make it off this bird in 5 minutes. Give me more magic. No. Give me your magic tears, tiny man. And then there's these shadow dicks. Now, as you've seen previously, the game likes to troll you by giving you some guys to waste your magic on, before giving you more guys. So it's very likely that there will be another wave of dudes after this, but I don't really care. Oh my god, please die. Oh, we're so close, come on. Oh, hey, look, I was right on the money. Hey, you can't jump, and you can't keep kicking me. These skeletons don't fuck around. They're a lot smarter than the people. Oi! I guess that kick beats my headbutt. That sucks. No, no jumping. Oh boy, another wave of dude. So the jump attack is pretty good. You can get caught by those guys on the ground. It's not as safe as dashing, but sometimes it's faster and more useful. I think these guys are much stupider than the skeletons. They're always just going to run at you. Skeletons will jump attack, and we don't like that. And he's dead. Alright. Hallelujah. Stage 4 is complete. No, get back here. I don't think I can... I think 3 is my max health. I think it's the same for all the characters. I think you might get more health on beginner mode. Anyway, we got off the bird. We're getting off the bird. I may have just killed myself getting off the bird. Hello, giant bird. Alright, well, there's a death pit, so you know what that means. It's time to kick shit into it. Get in the death pit. Does that affect my points? I don't fucking know. I don't care either. Alright, now sadly, this is peak Golden Axe, which means the best way to deal with this problem is to run at it, instead of, you know, breathe fucking fire on it because I'm a dragon. No. Idiots. No! Don't touch my dragon! Goodbye, dragon. I'll always remember you. Alright, and then we've got these red guys. And guess what? It's the same as the silver guy, but I think they have more health. And double guess what? It's the same scenario to beat them as it has been with every enemy this entire game. Thankfully, these guys can't ever run, so it's even easier to just get in between them, running attack, running attack, running attack, running attack, running attack, running attack until the end of fucking time. And ladies and gentlemen, gamers of all ages, this is Golden Axe. As you can see, attempting anything other than a running attack is folly. You will get hit by their giant sword that's bigger than you. Just do a running attack. It's the only thing you can depend on in this entire world. Not tiny gnomes with magic bottles, not tiny gnomes with meat, not your giant fucking axe, just your spiky helmet and a dream. Okay, I think we're getting close to a significant boss, so we'll go till that. Hello, boys. Red again, huh? Damn it. This kick, I can't get through the kick. Yeah, fuck. Oh, well. Yeah, I think the kick takes priority over my headbutt, which is bullshit. Alright. Now we've just got big fat fatty mustache to deal with. Yeah. Try it again, fatty. You want another? How about one more? Real talk, I wish I had the confidence to walk out with nothing but boots and a Speedo and like a weird sex top. I'm not entirely sure what he's wearing, but I appreciate the confidence that he has to wear it. I could never be so bold. Thank God. And then Mr. Big Axe comes out. And as you can see, he's got a very big axe. Now, I don't know if that is Death Adder, the main villain of Golden Axe, as I'm sure you all know. He certainly looks like him. Yeah, he's probably the only enemy with friggin' magic. And he's gonna sweep and combo me. No. No. As you can see, 2 enemies, optimal. 3 enemies, impossible. I think I've got another continue. Yeah. Let's just beat this guy first. No. You will not be doing magic attacks, sir. I don't know if it's just this guy or the left side of the screen. I don't believe he can be knocked off, which is good for me. None of that ground spark bullshit. So it looks like I'm hitting him while he's down. That's not actually the case. He's got iframes till like just before he stands up. So I'm just trying to get him as soon as possible so he can't hit me with his axe. Because his axe is bigger than me. And hey, would you look at that? We saved the king and queen. Set my utmost gratitude. Yup. Through the door, that's where the bad guy is. Okay, there's like 2 more levels. I'm sorry to say you're not going to see them here tonight. Go play Golden Axe on your Sega Genesis or Nintendo Switch. If for some reason you want to see how that game ends. Guess what? It's more the same shit. There's literally 4 enemies in the entire game. Maybe 5. And, I think that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Thank you all for indulging me in my bullshit old man video games that nobody cares about or plays. Thanks for listening to me ramble. It was nice. It was nice to just sit here and stream of consciousness about the old days and play old video games and reminisce. Anyway, we will be playing more Paper Mario tomorrow. I need to finish this game because more games keep coming out, and Vinny Vinesauce finally finished it, so he is well and truly past me. But, yeah. Thank you very much for hanging out on my not birthday stream. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. Have a good week if I don't see ya. I gotta learn to stop saying It's something I need to work on personally and professionally. But for the rest of you, have a good night, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.